Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm doing this video by popular demand. That's a good looking rig. I really like this truck, friends. Like a lot. This is a perfect truck for me. You guys can see light bar on there. Went and grabbed a load of pallets the other day. I got a little pallet project going on. But anyhow, friends, I'm gonna do a little update on this truck. Yeah, you guys were asking about the exhaust. Well, let's take this thing for a spin. I'll set my tripod up and I want you guys to hear the inside. Unfortunately, I don't have before and after, but if you guys go back on the channel, there's lots of videos of this truck running and starting and you can hear it. I have some issues with one of the parts I put on this. I'll update you guys on that. The company's taking good care of me, and I just, I reached out to them through email and said, hey, I bought these parts, blah, blah, blah. I'm having trouble with them. And they were like, no problem. We'll send you one today. Boom. Excellent customer service. When the part gets here, I'll definitely do a video on it. But you guys know I put a 4-inch exhaust, headache rack, lights, all the good stuff. We'll see how it starts now. It's not super cold out. It's like -5, -6 Celsius. But anyhow, let's fire this truck up. Let's take her for a ride. I want you guys to hear this thing, and I want to talk about what the 3-inch downpipe and 4-inch system did, my gauges, just my general thoughts on the work I've done to this truck. First off, let's climb inside and fire this thing up. Now, I'm still not done this thing, friends. I know it seems like I've done all this work, but there's more work to be done. Okay, I'll turn my light off here so you guys can see what's going on. First things first, let's put the key in her. Thank you to all the Ford guys out there that have been, that told me, hey, cycle the glow plugs for longer. I was like, I can do that? Okay, I'm going to let this thing glow plug. There's those nice glow shift gauges. I'm going to let this thing glow plug for about a minute, and then let's see how she starts. Cranky at times. She's not the most consistent starter, but I will say she always starts in the cold, not plugged in, and she turns over nicely with a new battery, so I'll take it. I just got to learn this thing, how long to glow plug it. And the other day I glow plugged it for like a minute. It was like -18 out and this thing fired right up. Anyhow, I'm gonna turn the heat on and warm this old girl up. I guess we could do this. There you go. Let's do that. I'll hit you guys back up. We'll take this thing for a spin. Okay, let's take this thing for a rip. And I had a lot of people ask how I like the exhaust system, what it sounds like, etc., etc., the gauges. Gonna warm this thing up. I always drive it real slow and steady. Just cruising at like 45 mile an hour, which is like 70 kilometers an hour. Warming the truck up. I take it really easy on my vintage diesel trucks or any truck. Let it warm up, especially when it's cold out. And You can feel it with this truck. I got my dog with me, Daisy May. She may jump in and out of the shot. But you can feel it with this truck. When this truck's cold, it shifts a little harder. It's got more engine braking. You can just tell when this thing's cold. It needs to be warmed up. Okay, I got the truck warmed up now. Let's pull onto a side street. I'm gonna gun it a little bit. Now, this truck's still not a rocket ship, but with this 3-inch downpipe and the 4-inch exhaust, this truck's definitely got way more pickup. I wouldn't say it's got tons more power, it just makes its power broader. The turbo seems to hit at a lower RPM, and it seems to want to pull RPM. Stock with the stock downpipe. I'm going to slow down here and we'll roll through the gears again because I like that kind of stuff. I don't know about you guys. With the stock downpipe, this thing, it started making power at about, it started to make boost and power at like 1800 RPM. And by about 2300, you could feel like the truck, it almost was like, okay, time to throw another gear. Now I can rev it to like $3,000 if I want. Let's take off again. I'm shifting at about 2800. And again, the truck definitely feels stronger. It's got more pull. This thing will build about 18 pounds of boost. I don't know what it did before, but and you could definitely hear the turbo now. This thing's got a lot of turbo whistle. Some people don't like that. I do. I think it's great. And but just generally, it feels like a stronger, better running truck. Okay, you guys asked about what does it sound like? Let's do a drive-by. So again, it's noisy when you open it up and drive by, but honestly, friends, it's nice. This thing's got a good bark when you step on it, but really, I don't think it's much more obnoxious than it was stock. These trucks stock are loud. People comment on how loud this truck is. And so that brings me to inside the cab. Now, one thing I did not want is a drone in the cab, and I don't seem to have one at any RPM at any speed. Now, I did put a muffler back in this, and it's definitely better than a straight pipe, I think. Now, a straight pipe would have way more racket when I open it up, but this is a highway cruiser. And I like that. So I'm going to say, once we pull onto the highway here, on the highway noise, I think this thing might be slightly quieter. I don't know if that makes sense, but it doesn't seem to be any louder in the cab. I always start this thing in first gear. This is a 355 truck, so if it was a 411 truck, I could probably start in second gear. Yeah, I'm just pulling gears at 2,500 RPM. I don't find it's any noisier. I can hear a little exhaust noise right now. wipers on. You guys can see I got that light bar. I think it was brighter mounted up high, I'm not gonna lie. Now, is it loud in this cab? Oh, for sure it is, friends. This is not a quiet cab by any stretch of the words. There's some wind noise, there's engine noise. I do hear a slight bit of exhaust, but I heard that stock, so I'm gonna say I'm happy. I got more flow, a little bit turbo noise, and it feels like more power. Let's talk about fuel economy. Now, I've been honking on this thing a lot, but it seems like fuel economy is up maybe a mile an hour or two, or mile per gallon or two. This thing's floating around 19 to 21 miles per gallon is kind of what I get with it. Driving it nice. Now, it is winter, so I spend a lot more time idling, but seems to be a good truck for mileage. I don't mind it. It's not the thirstiest, it's not the best, but honestly, all in all, I would recommend this system. It's not super expensive. It fit pretty well, and I'm happy with it. It's not too loud. That's what I was concerned about with this system. Definitely hear a little bit of turbo. I like that. And I do not have a pod filter or cold air intake on this thing yet. So anyhow, friends, I'll hit you guys up when we're back roading some more. I got a little while to drive to get home. Okay, friends, again, third gear, 1000 RPM. This thing definitely throttles up better now. Hear the turbo. I'm happy. And there's my gauges. My phone doesn't like picking up on them, but you guys get the idea. There you go. Exhaust temperature, boost, fuel pressure. Now, one thing I like about this motor now, I'm in third gear. It lights up right away. Third gear at about 1000 RPM there. When I gave it throttle, it just spools up and goes. Stock, it was lazier. It would do it, but I definitely like this now. Turn my light bar back on. So all in all, friends, I'm 1000% happy with this exhaust system. This truck feels right now. It's got more power where I want it. It's got better power. It seems to have, it's just a crisper running engine. It seems to be better on fuel if I keep my foot out of it, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, the gauges help real nice. I'm really happy to be able to see what everything's doing. Fuel pressure, EGTs, and boost. And this is pretty much the perfect towing rig now. Now, I will mention something for those of you that are still here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been pumping my bags back up. One of those airbags I installed, the driver's side, has a massive leak in it. There's a brass fitting that presses into the top of the bag. That fitting is leaking from the factory. So I contacted Airlift, and I sent a copy of my invoice and an explanation, and looks like they mailed me another bag within the same day. So good job, Airlift. We'll do a video on that. And Airlift seems to be a good company. They stand behind what they sell, which is rare in today's world. Anyhow, friends, Daisy May, say hi. Yeah, okay, Daisy May. Anyhow, friends, 4-inch Diampnd exhaust system. It sounds great. It fit pretty good. Pit bulls, friends, they don't know about personal space. Daisy May. Anyhow, that exhaust system was reasonably priced. It fit good. It sounds good. And main thing for me, I didn't care about sound. I think this truck sounded incredible stock. It adds throttle response. This thing stock felt very lazy, but yet it felt like it wanted to rev, which I found kind of weird. Now it pulls down low and it wants to rev. It's just got a way broader power delivery, and it seems to be better on fuel. It's a smoother running engine. It accelerates smoother, and I'm happy with it. So for those of you that were curious, there you guys go. I think it sounds pretty good. Post a comment below. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Take her easy. Later. I'm happy.